Here's the essential gear that I use when I go on day hikes. First off, I carry this telescoping pole, not as a trekking pole, but I can extend it out, make it larger. And what I do when I go and walk in between rocks or brush, prime hiding places for snakes, rattlesnakes to be specific. Look at my video on my phobia of snakes. You'll see why. I tap all of the various areas because I don't want to walk right through. Rattlesnakes will detect your heat, and if you step in between those rocks or brush, you could risk getting struck. What I like to do is just take these poles, make some noise, tap around, as well as it's long enough for me if I need to just kind of nudge the snake out of the way so I can go the opposite direction. Now for my backpack, I always hang a bandana on the riser of my backpack. This way I can wipe my mouth, I can wipe sweat, and it's just readily accessible right here. When I'm out hiking, I don't like to use a very large pack. I like using a smaller pack. And I use just a little bit smaller than your school backpack. Starting off at the exterior, you saw my other video on cool gadgets. I have my solar charger just hanging off to the side. You can see that the green light is on, which means it is charging just as I'm walking and hiking. Another item I always have on my pack is a carabiner, also known as a snap hook. And I added a piece of 550 cord. Each strand will hold 550 pounds. It's parachute cord. I hook it on the carabiner because if I want to wrap my pack around a tree branch or even sling it around a outcropping of rocks, like if it's pointed up, it'll hold. Can't do that if you just have the carabiner itself. So having some type of additional strap, because I like to have my backpack at chest level, height level, it's easier to grab stuff out of. I don't want to set it on the ground. Critters can get into it. And I'm just always bending over and picking stuff up. So it's easier just to hang and you can go ahead and work from it. So what I have on my outside one here, I always carry sunscreen. And I have my first aid kit. Small little first aid kit. I have it on the outside pouch because I don't have to go digging through if I need these right away. Okay, I'm always going to be reapplying sunscreen. Don't want to get burnt. Also, if I have a cut or a scrape and I need to tend to it, outside pouch, readily accessible, I can grab my first aid kit. My top pouch I use for my sunglasses because I don't want to set the sunglasses down, step on them, forget them. If I have to take them off, I don't even sling them on my shirt or put them on my hat. I make sure I put it right inside the pack, zip it up. Now for my middle pouch, have my wallet in there. Then I have all my snacks. My snacks, I like doing granola bars. Also have my car keys, and I take my car keys, put them down deep into my pack so they don't inadvertently fall out if I'm pulling my food out. So that's always at the bottom here because when you're done hiking, you want to get back to your car and be able to drive home. The type of food I like on trails, and this is just for me, I don't do trail mix, anything like that. Pizza's really good. So I always take a couple slices of pizza. Again, I like the granola bars, sandwiches. I like having an apple. Apple has pectin and it helps feel full. Some other food items I like, chewing on some gum, blow pops, just a little bit of sugar. It ups your morale, just makes you feel happy. And it's just a good little snack as you're walking on the trail. So those are good. For my large pouch, I always have toilet paper. You never know if you have to do your business out on the trail. And then I have a survival kit. Let me show you the items that I carry. I keep everything just in a Ziploc bag. I don't have a fancy pouch. This works just great. Plus you can see through it, which is nice. I don't have to be digging through and pulling everything out if I want to get the flashlight. If you're out on the trail, for whatever reason you lost track of time, you're just into the beauty of nature, and all of a sudden you find yourself out on the trail after dark. It's nice to have a headlamp that you can resort to, put it on your head, and go ahead and light up the trail so you can get back to your vehicle. additional 550 cord in case I need to pull back brush or if I need to hang anything, whatever. This is always good to have. I have ibuprofen. I keep this in my survival kit, although I probably could keep it in my emergency kit as well. Ibuprofen reduces swelling as well as helps null pain. Construction flagging tape. So if I'm out on the trail and the trail ends and I still need to like cut through brush, I want to make sure I'm not going to get lost. Yeah, I have my phone and I have the GPS on my phone, but for whatever reason that signal gets lost, I'm able to at least mark my trail, and I can tie a few of these on branches. If I'm checking out a path, I can find my way back to the main trail. And I always carry a whistle. So if I am injured, I can blow this whistle and hopefully other hikers in the area will come to my aid. I have chalk and crayons in case I need to mark my area. Again, if you have to go check out another area, you can mark rocks, you can mark trees, and you can find your way back. Always carry a lighter. You never know if you need to make yourself a small fire. If you look at my video from yesterday on how to take duct tape and make it into smaller little rolls, I have my duct tape roll. I have 2 feet here. No sense carrying that huge roll in my pack. It's just going to take up room as well as it's going to add weight to my pack. So I just take this small roll. This is good if I have any ripped items, clothing, I can duct tape that. And there's just so many different uses you can use for duct tape. Lastly, I always carry a deck of cards. This could be signaling devices, white side up. Sprinkle them around the area that if you're injured so folks can see you. Even if the weather on your hike is hot, you always want to bring a light jacket or a hoodie or a sweater. Never go on your hike unless you have this packed. I also carry garbage bags. Now, this is like a Glad heavy-duty bag, large trash can bag. It's construction grade, super thick. Why do I carry this? I can use it as a poncho in case it starts raining. Remember, if you get wet, even if it's a hot day, the evenings can get super cool, and you do not want to get hypothermia when you're out on the trail. So, I carry this. I can put the hoodie on, pop a hole at the top of the bag, put my head through it, and now I have a poncho, and that's going to keep me dry. And finally, I have my H2O, my water bottle. I don't like using those pouches where they have the line. I think CamelBak was the first brand that actually came out with that. Just takes up room in my backpack. Plus, when I'm out on a hike, I'm not on a race. I'm not on a military grade course where I need to be tactical. I can take my pack off, pull out my hydro flask, and I can take a sip. I can put it back in. So, always have water. Now, when you're packing your bag, you want to put the heavier items at the top of your bag. I have my sweater at the very bottom. I have my survival kit. And then I have my water bottle. The water bottle is the heaviest. Now, why would you want to do that? You want to keep the weight as close to your shoulders as possible. If you have all the weight towards the back, it's going to be pulling you back. And you may not feel it at first, but a couple hours on the trail, you're going to start feeling it on your back. You want to get all of the weight, heaviest weight, as much as possible up on your shoulders. In this way, you can save your lower back from aching on the trail. And finally, the type of shoe I like wearing on the trail, I like these Adidas Terex. You can see that here. I can balance here. They're basically a running shoe, but they have all the support around your foot, and the sole is super durable and hard. So when you're walking on rocks, it doesn't hurt your foot, and you have a lot of support. So these are really cool. And that's it. If you like this video, like everyone always says, please like, comment, definitely subscribe. That really helps me out. I can keep making these videos for you. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you at the next video.